Hi, my name's Simon from Tenerife Property Group, and in this video we're going to look at the property market for May 2023 in comparison to May 2022 and also to April 2023. So we'll have a month-on-month comparison and a year-on-year comparison as well. I do this every month, so if you're interested, maybe you want to subscribe to this channel and then you'll get a notification the next time one goes up. And before we go into the figures, I'd just like to point out that these figures are taken from the same source every month and every quarter. They're not necessarily going to be 100% correct, but my idea is that if we continue to use the same source and the same figures, then we're going to see any sort of changes in rises or falls in property prices and property asking prices. So let's have a look at the figures. So in this screen here, you can see it's a year-on-year change. This is the area of Arona. So this is all of the villages in the municipality of Arona itself. You can see the increase over the last 12 months has been 15%. So if you concentrate on Los Cristianos itself, you can see there's a 21, nearly 22% increase year on year. Adeje itself as an area is 29.5% increase year on year. And the figure for Costa Adeje, and bear in mind Costa Adeje is just the actual coast, so we're talking about half of Las Americas going across to Tordeviscas, Bahia del Duque, La Caleta, going out down to the Costa Adeje Gulf and then out to Playa Paraíso and La Caleta. So that is the coast of Adeje. So you can see those prices there have also increased. So let's have a look at month on month and see what the changes are there. So this is April 2023 in comparison to May 2023. So again, you can see the increases there, 0.6% as an overall area of Arona. Los Cristianos itself, concentrating on one specific area, it's gone up by 1.7%, and similar sort of thing there for Adeje, it's gone up by 2.3%. Now that's the whole area, and the actual Costa Adeje itself looks like that's the one that's been boosting the whole area because that's 2.2%. Let's have a look here now. This is going to be concentrating more on specific areas. So when we look at Tenerife as a whole, there's 9,234 properties actually for sale. Bear in mind that this is not exactly 9,234 properties for sale because some of these properties will be duplicated by other agents and things like this. But again, as I say, if we just take these figures as an overall look at what's happening in the market, we're going to get to see some sort of adjustments. Okay, so we've got 1,481 properties for sale in the area of Arona, the municipality, with an asking price of 3,127. So looking here now at more of Los Cristianos, so as we said earlier, 1,481 properties in the area of Arona, but of those, 367 are actually in Los Cristianos itself, and those properties have an asking price, an average asking price of 4,239 euros. Looking here now at the area of Adeje for May 2023, you'll see the same figure, 9,234 is the amount of properties for sale in the whole of Tenerife. Out of that, there's 1,684 are for sale in Adeje, or were in May at this particular point when we took this snapshot, with an average asking price of 4,419 euros per metre squared. So that was in May last month. And we now have, so the 1,684, out of those, 140 in Las Americas. Las Americas is sort of half Los Cristianos, or half Arona and half Adeje, so it's a little bit more specific, and it's actually the further end, obviously the further end of Las Americas is in the Adeje area, which is what we're looking at here. So they have an average price, asking price rather, of 5,173 euros per metre squared. And then if we look here, this is the Costa Adeje area here. So again, in Adeje itself, 1,684 properties for sale. Of those on the Costa Adeje, now Costa Adeje is a long area, 1,020 properties for sale there, which is going to be the majority anyway, because of course Costa Adeje is where people are mainly buying. So yeah, the other 640 would be in towns and villages and things like that in the whole of Adeje itself. An average asking price there of 5,000 euros per metre squared. So that's probably why it's averaging out like that. So that is the end of the market snapshot for May 2023. So if you want any information at all, you can go to my own personal website, which is contactsimon.com. You can find loads of information on there. You can go and see these sort of videos, go back a bit in time, see what the figures were there, because they're all on the website, or there's a specific website for it. You can find that there. If you want a copy of the ebook I've written about buying property in Tenerife or selling property in Tenerife, they're on this contactsimon.com website, as well as loads of information on that, so you can go to that, or of course go to our website tenerifepropertygroup.com and you'll find loads of information, of course, all the properties we've got for sale there as well. So thanks for watching, see you in the next one, bye for now.